Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about content creation tools, including our favorite ones that are well priced so that you can start creating content today. Stay tuned.
The grip's so tight, it feels so right. Think I just might reach out and take it. Cause I feel safe with my dudes. I rep for my crew as we march on. Yes sir, that's right. Move side by side.
So if you're new to the channel, we are, Tiffany, Craig.
Hi.
We own a social media agency called High Season Co. And we discuss on this channel social media, marketing tips, entrepreneurial advice and things of that nature, and content creation, because that's a big part of what we're doing right now.
Absolutely.
Right now we're creating content.
About creating content.
About creating content. Meta.
AF.
So yeah, we just want to run through some of the tools that we use that helped us get started creating content immediately for our clients. And these are the tools that we used before we upgraded to the tools we're using now, like this camera, for example.
Exactly.
And basically what we want to do is show you that there's no reason to hesitate in creating content. You can start creating content today. So we chose things that are like budget friendly.
Yes.
You'll also see a blog post below that has this all listed.
Yep.
So it makes it easier to just
With
click.
links to grab all the equipment if that's what you're looking to do.
Yeah.
When we talk about content creation, it's kind of hand in hand with content marketing because you're using the content you create to market your business, your brand, your product, whatever it is. So content creation in the sense that we're talking about are all things generally that are found digitally.
Yeah.
Videos, photography, podcasts,
blog posts.
blog posts.
Yeah.
Those are the main
ones that we're focusing on.
for this particular thing. And look, because that's what we do for High Season and for some of our other projects. And then you would therefore use those pieces of content that you create for content marketing to market your business on the internet. So
And definitely like content, and when they say content is king, it's not just like, oh, content is king, it's a saying, it's actually like legit.
Yeah.
Everything that you're seeing from the businesses that you follow, the businesses that are doing really well, they are content producing machines.
yes.
So without further ado, let's start with the easiest one.
Smartphones.
Smartphones.
So every single person should have one of these.
I would hope so.
I would really
if you're
hope so at this
watching
point.
this and you're interested
Actually,
in
if you gotta-
social media and marketing and stuff and like promoting your business,
That's
I
true.
would hope you're not using like a
Like a
Nokia
flip phone?
flip phone or something.
If you are, much respect to you. That's kind of cool.
That's like hipster stuff. If you're,
Right?
if you're like just a hipster,
Drinking
then fine.
PBRs and using your flip phone.
Yeah.
So everyone has one of these. Everything you need is on this phone. At the very, very bare minimum, forget everything else we're talking about. All of these products that we're about to show you are found in this one thing.
Yeah.
To varying degrees of quality. Of course, we are using the iPhone 8 Plus, which I guess is 2019. This is the late 2017 model, I
Yeah.
guess. So either way, there's so many great phones on the market right now at varying levels of price for your budget, varying quality. And the key element of a smartphone that you want to know is the camera.
Yeah.
iPhones are hit or miss. This is probably one of the best that they've done.
Yeah.
There's some other ones on the market that are...
Yeah, you know,
Really
we're
good.
like serious Apple users, but we will admit, like, there's some of those Androids are looking
gotta
pretty good.
say
I
that.
gotta say, some of those cameras are looking good, but alas,
Alas, it's
we're
okay.
sticking
It's
to
what
our
it is.
brand loyalty, which is with
We're
Apple.
very loyal individuals.
So yeah, smartphone is number one.
Number one. So everything is on here. All the apps are on there. You can use the inbuilt camera to take all the photos and videos that you need. You can technically, I have a friend who writes his blog posts in the Notes app and then goes and
That's
puts
crazy.
it in his WordPress from there.
Wow.
What else would you do?
All
for
the
this?
editing tools, so
Oh,
that's what I love.
yeah, you can
So
give
you can take the
iMovie.
photo, edit it. You can also, some of the apps that we love to do editing with is VSCO Cam.
Don't we have a blog post on that?
We do, so we'll
We'll
link it
link
below.
that, yeah.
So VSCO Cam, Snapseed, and a new love of mine, Afterlight. I don't know if I would have been in there.
Probably not.
An InShot, which is great for editing videos and putting text and splicing things together.
Yep.
So all of that can be created on your phone, uploaded to your Instagram, Facebook, or
That's-
Twitter,
that's
Pinterest, all of that jazz, and then distributed for your customer.
And even audio. If you really think about it, people can do podcasts straight from the dictation app on here, and
Wow.
you can upload to like Anchor.
There you go.
Or something like that.
There you
Like
go.
it's crazy. So
So that's the
Wow.
most budget friendly, that's what you're gonna get a ton of work out of. You're gonna get a ton
Yeah.
of stuff out of that. So yeah. Next up, our favorite.
cameras. So we have two cameras, technically three, because we're going to offload the old one. So the one you're going to see in the blog post linked below is our original camera. This is our favorite one. This is the Canon G7X Mark II. This is the vlogger's camera of choice. The reason
Yeah.
being because you can flip the screen up very easily,
Yeah.
turn it on yourself.
So if you see any of our vlogs, which we've done a few on this channel so far, they're all going to be filmed with the G7X.
Yep.
And I guess trusty, that's like a bonus thing. Then,
I actually put this in the
vlog
well,
post.
that's why I'm bringing it out. The Manfrotto, it's like a stand, like a tripod, as well as a handle. So you can pop this on here, keeps it nice and sturdy. You can hold that, look at yourselves if we need to do it. And
Just
then
record it so that way I can think too.
Oh, use all this in? Perfect. Oh, a little bit too...
Takes a while to autofocus,
That's the only
fine,
problem
but it's still
with
great.
this camera. But it's you put that in there so you can see. So like it's super handy. It's right here. The audio is fantastic. The what do you call it? The saturation of color is really, really good.
Which Canon is great for. We love Canon for that.
Yeah.
They do really well with color.
And it's lightweight. Everything about this is phenomenal. This really, really stepped our game up. This is probably in Canada. This one's worth about $9 to $1,000 or something all in.
Yeah. And this is G7X Mark II.
Mark II.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal. So if you haven't seen us vlogging anywhere, if we're in the car, this is the camera we're using. Now, we recently upgraded to the from the Canon T6i, which was an amazing, amazing camera. We had that for a solid 3
years. Yeah.
And then we upgraded only a few months ago to this bad boy, the 6D Mark II, which I'm going to show you right there. Yes, look at that.
Ooh, look at it.
This camera changed our life.
This camera is just a stunner.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Basically, this is just sort of like an upgraded version of the T6i. We make enough content that we were ready for something a little more robust, give us a little bit more quality in the images.
Yeah. They look stunning on the feed. When you start looking at having a camera like this, because the quality is so high, it stands out a lot when you look at like how it looks on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Pinterest, all the social media networks. Even though the images compress, the images will always compress through the social networks, but you can tell how the sharpness of it.
Yeah.
However, T6i was doing as well for us, and we were still using that for our clients, and we were still producing content with the T6i when we were using that.
Yep, the whole time. And we never had any issues with it. It was a fantastic camera.
And I guess you're going to show the lens that changed the game.
So the lens you're looking at right now is a Sigma 24mm 1.4 lens. This one is about $1,100, I think, full price. So it's a little more expensive. Trust me, it's by far the most we ever dropped on a lens, but we've felt that it's completely worth it.
Yeah.
That bokeh you see in the background, like that's not that far away from us, and it's blurred out perfectly. And naturally what you're paying for is that quality. And also 1.4, if you're not too camera nerdy, I guess don't worry about it, but it just means how bright it can get. Yeah. And it's super fantastic. But the budget-friendly lens, the only lens you're going to need, this is the Canon 50mm lens. They call it the Nifty 50.
Yeah.
It's a 1.8. This particular lens has changed the game. This was like, what, $170 or something?
Yeah, it's like $170. That is.
And this is the low end version.
And this is the low end version, and it produces such beautiful photography.
Yeah.
And people are a sucker for bokeh. So when you have that going on, and this is what that lens produces flawlessly, you've already upgraded your images. So like that, when you look at something like the T6i, which is about ranges $600 to $700 for a body, and then this lens at $170, you're getting really high quality images, some really great photography for under $1,000.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Next up is audio.
Audio. So we have a podcast, a craft beer podcast, and there might be future podcasts in other realms. We'll see how it goes. And I get this question. I was just telling Tiff before we started that I get this question, like, generally people ask me like once a month, what do you guys use for the podcast? It's this bad boy. So this is the Zoom H4n portable microphone, worth about $250 here in Canada. Super easy to use. This is actually the old model. I got this, I don't know, like when we got it,
like 3 years ago or something?
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
This is the new one's a little better. It's a little sleeker. Scott, actually, when my podcast co-host, got the new one with the blue screen, the blue light. This got the old orange light.
Orange?
I know, and it's a better microphone in there. I'm like, I feel like I get kind of shafted, but this is fantastic. It has 2 XLR plugs at the bottom, so you can plug in full-on microphones through there, like you have portable like stage mics, Shure mics. They've got other little ones where you can run it by USB and do it straight away. You can push this through a mixing board, which we've done before. We did a live podcast and it records straight from the microphones on the stage to this. It's fantastic. If you are doing a podcast, even if there's a bunch of people and if it's a noisy environment, we do it in brew pubs most of the time. We have zero control over the audio. And my brother Brad is our audio engineer and one of our photographers as well. So luckily for us, we have someone to do that. And just a little bonus, I didn't put this in the article, but this is the Joby like Gorilla Pod, bends and stuff. So this is what I use for the stand for it. Super convenient. I love this thing. Yeah. Very sturdy.
And what's the Joby? It's not too pricey either.
It's about $30-$40.
Yeah, there you go. All right, perfect, awesome.
This one's pretty good. This is it's like all sorts of different sizes. If we bought it specifically for this. Yeah. If we were using it for say this camera, there's one that's probably like
more
literally $200. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
But they're huge and really heavy. Like I totally wouldn't take a risk with a small.
Yeah, no, makes sense. Next up, lighting. Look at you. See the fact that we're glowing here?
It's glowing. The glow up is real.
The glow up is real, and the reason is because we're using lights. So the sun's setting outside, but you really can't tell because we have the lights here.
That's it.
Really worthwhile investment. These retailed at about $200.
Yeah, these were cheap. These weren't even really that fantastic. These are softbox lights. We got them off Amazon. I don't even really know the brand. I don't think it's anything crazy. Okay, might as well check.
Canadian studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I linked them.
Oh, good. Okay, so the brand, because we got these on Amazon. So we got these from Amazon. Nice and easy purchase. We just wanted to have more lighting, so it gave us more flexibility when creating content. Yeah. You don't want to take the risk of you filming something and then all of a sudden it's dark and things are changing, especially when you want continuity.
Yes.
And we really love this for product photography as well. So that soft lighting that you get.
Yeah.
When you're doing... We did a lot of shadow box lighting, that type of stuff once upon a time. Now we do a lot more lifestyle content, and you want to make sure you have nice lighted.
Yeah,
so
consistent.
Worthwhile investment, and it's a nice white light as opposed to
the tungsten
that you would get
from the house.
Yeah, or fluorescent lighting in an office and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Super consistent. Now the only downside to these is they take up a bit of room. Like they're not very like. If you can take them apart, but they're really hard to put back together. Yeah. So we never have taken them apart since we got them. We've traveled with them one time, but we took them to Toronto for a shoot, and it was a little annoying. I'd probably prefer not to do that again.
I feel like these are like steady studio. Like you want to keep them in one certain spot. So this is like our filming area. So we're keeping them in the filming area.
Yeah.
But going forward, we'll probably get some nice compact LEDs. Just our photographer has them, so it's just more if we want to add it to our arsenal. But having like nice compact LED lights that you can carry around with you. And those retail a bit higher, about $400. I think about $400
for two, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was $400.
Yeah, because you need two or three of them as well. And they also have a dial on them where you can change between tungsten light and different levels and stuff. They're super cool. But these ones, we have a friend who has the LED ones, and even he went and bought the softbox lights as well because these are just so perfect for this type of environment.
Yeah.
Is that everything?
I think that's it.
So those are our main tools that we've been using for a solid 3 or so years for content creation. Once again, all relatively budget friendly, super introductory levels, and the fact that we've been using most of these things for this long and we just don't really need to upgrade really shows like you just don't need much to get started.
Yeah.
It's it's super approachable. The hard part is just figuring out how to use it. Yeah. And how to use it best for what you're creating.
That's why YouTube is so fantastic, because you just anything I learned to do, I'm pretty much learning from YouTube really at this point. I'm just like, what do I need? Final Cut Pro. How do you do this? How do you do this?
Yeah.
There you go.
You're a great example of that. I'm not a video person at all, so if it wasn't for you, we would not have video. And you are, how long have you been doing it for now? Probably since start of 2016, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably started 2016.
So 3 years editing videos?
Yeah.
And you're like, I edited one recently, and I was just like a mad slow at it.
Take some time as you go. So guys, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Hit subscribe below. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from us. You can follow us on social media at High Season Co. everywhere. And our website is highseasonco.com. You'll find all the links below.
That's it.
See you in the next video.
See you guys.